If you are watching this video, this is your lucky day. This is a message that can resonate with anyone, and it is your time to come back to yourself, to come home to your truest essence. And what does this even mean? What does this mean? Well, a few minutes before making this video, I myself had an epiphany. And it was this epiphany of, what do I want anymore? Like, what do I want out of my life? What did I want before my mind was infiltrated, and you could even say before my mind was hijacked by the media, hijacked by excessive consumerism, by TV, by all of these things, technology. How was my mind before I was hijacked by technology? What were my desires before, and what were my desires after? And this comes down to one thing. What do I actually want versus what do I think that I want? And when those don't align, you realize, in a way, suffering can come from pursuing what you think you should want instead of pursuing what you actually want. And it's like, whoa, like, sometimes it's beyond logic, it's beyond reasoning, it's just an inner knowing. And if I can give you an example of in my own life, these past few days, I got a few days off from work because it's Thanksgiving and no one at my job is actually scheduled for 4 days. And just having 2 days of not working, I felt pretty bored, pretty despondent. Like, I have plans with my friends later on this weekend, but I wanted to hang out with my friends, but like everyone has family plans or they're out of state, or people are just traveling right now in general too. So I couldn't find anything to do with myself. I just ended up going to some yoga class one of the days, sitting in a hammock, listening to music, very mentally unchallenged, not in a flow state whatsoever. I even tried to play guitar. It just I wasn't in a flow state. I just wanted to I have been feeling really good recently. I'm like, I have so much energy. Like, I want to go out and socialize and do stuff. And I have to not do that because everyone's busy because it's the holiday season. And everyone in my family's sick too. So people are just getting sick. So I was like, what? I started to realize this afternoon was the reason this is happening is actually a blessing. These 2 days of solitude that I've been encountering, and initially I was just going on my phone and just texting different people or whatever the heck, and FaceTiming friends and stuff. But then I took a step back and I'm like, I'm kind of tired of my phone, and then I was like, what do I want? What do I actually want? And a few years ago, I was at this really interesting place. Okay, how do I explain this? 4 years ago, I was in this place of this level of consciousness where I was always present and always doing stuff that brought me so much joy. So I was always in a flow state. So I was always writing songs, but a lot of artists write songs to channel difficult emotions and move through depressive states. But I was writing songs in the opposite regard. Instead of channeling dark emotions, I was channeling emotions of light. I was channeling crown chakra vibes. I was channeling the divine in my music that I used to write. And I'm going to post actually after this, hopefully, a song that I wrote 4 years ago, and maybe you'll see what I mean. But those songs were not mine. Those songs were not from my ego. Those lyrics that I wrote were downloaded from something beyond myself, the flow state, something beyond. And I haven't tapped into that beyondness in a while, and there's a new window opening up for me and for you watching this, if you're even perceiving this. There's a window opening up for you right now to tap into the beyond state, the divine flow state, beyond what you think that you want and into what you actually want and what is aligned for you, what brings you into that flow state. And you might think that something that once was in alignment for you, so such as for me, like I'm a writer, I write poetry, I write music. It fell out of alignment for me, and it used to feel really in alignment a few years back. And I realized, no, writing isn't in alignment. Let me phrase this properly. Writing is not out of alignment with me. I am out of alignment with it, right? These things that used to bring you so much joy are not out of alignment with who you are. You are out of alignment with those things because you, hypothetically, are bringing the ego into this, right? So I'm trying to create art, or I was trying to create art from my ego, or write a song today, for example. It just, one section of it sounded a little cool, but the rest of it, I was trying to use my ego to write a song. And every time I got out of it, I was like, I'm never going to share this song with the world. Like, this song is so surface level, and it's because I was using the ego. I wasn't using the beyond my mind, beyond logic. And then I started to realize I love writing when I'm writing from a place beyond my mind. And then, I started to realize I don't want to create surface level things. I don't want this in all regards. And to bring this back full circle, what does this even mean? How does this relate to you, the viewer watching this? Well, in the beginning of this video, I said that this is a sign that you're coming home, you're coming back to yourself. And in order to come back to yourself, you need to, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. It's coming back to yourself is not some surface level concept of I'm here physically for myself. It's a concept of, wow, like a concept of a light bulb moment of, wow, like I'm starting to remember who I am before all of these voices outside of me told me otherwise. I'm starting to remember what actually feels in alignment and what always was in alignment, just waiting for me to rediscover it. It's basically you're rediscovering yourself, because I'm sure you've witnessed yourself in your early years of existence and maybe later years, and it kind of falls away with distractions, and then you re-witness yourself and you're like, oh, I literally forgot who I was because I was pretending to be the shell of a person of pretending to be a shell of a person, and not even in literally a shell of a person way, but literally of chasing things that you don't want and feeling unfulfilled in the process of chasing it and when you receive it. Does this make any sense? I just had an epiphany and I'm just not articulating it in the way that I want to articulate it. But to simplify what I'm saying, basically saying that if you feel disconnected from yourself when you are in your life in general, maybe you have forgotten who you are and what you love. Maybe you don't know yourself anymore. Like when you haven't talked to a friend in a long time, you don't really know them anymore. You kind of forgot who they are. It's been like 5 years and you're like, wait, what do you like to do again? And then you re get to know them again and you're like, oh, now I remember, like, you like this and this and this, and then it just makes so much more sense. So get to know yourself again, but also, like, the things you love are not out of alignment with you. You are out of alignment with it. And to get back in alignment, you must let go of your ego and step back into the infinite space of creation, of creating art or whatever it is that you create. I'm going to make more videos to elaborate on this concept, but I'm just excited now. I'm just excited. And I truly love making YouTube videos. I feel in a flow state every time I record a video. And I know that a lot of these videos are abstract and might not make sense to a lot of people, but if just like 15% of the video makes sense to you, cool. Take what resonates. Like, if just a portion of the video makes sense to you, it's fine. Like, the different parts will resonate with different people. And I'm going to try to make my videos have more, like, I'm going to try to make them more concise and find a better way to articulate these philosophical ideas. But yeah, rediscovering yourself is not really a process like people think it is. I mean, it kind of is a process, but it doesn't have to be as long as you think it should be. Rather, it's a moment that you connect with. Since time is an illusion, you connect with your true essence. Like, maybe yourself from the past will meet you in the present moment, and you'll realize, like, oh my gosh, like, I thought I lost this part of myself, but it's still here. And you can, like, reactivate it. So peace out. Have a good day. Happy late Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm going to, like, upload a lot on here. I just love making videos. And I'm going to somehow find a way to schedule this in to fit into my work schedule, because these videos are important to me and you guys are important to me. And yeah, I'm gonna start sharing a little more music. Maybe I can get back into that flow state of writing some cool songs. And yeah, you're gonna, in the next few videos, you might hear some journals. I have this journal that I wrote 4 years ago. You might hear some journals that I wrote like a really long time ago, and it might be like interesting. Like, I don't know what those journals say. I forgot what I wrote 4 years ago. So I'm curious. And if any of you want to share your journal entries or your own philosophical thoughts, then please share it in the comments. Like, I'm always looking for philosophy, and when I actually try to read philosophy books, they're either too knowledge-centric in terms of over-rationalizing things, or the books are just, I don't know. Also, if you have good philosophy book recommendations, please send me them, because the ones that I found are too dense. Like, it doesn't have to be so dense, guys. It doesn't have to be so dense. Peace out.